All right, Adam. So I'm going to put a blooper reel at the end of this to show you why I'm in my jammies and doing this in my office. I had better plans for this, but we're going to do this in one take or close to one take. And let's get white girl wasted and have some story time. With that, let's go. All right, so back in the day, when humans weren't even humans, not anatomically as you know them today, they lived in groups. We had little tribes, and they roamed around as necessary to do whatever it is they had to do. And occasionally those tribes would come in contact with another tribe or another group. When those groups crossed paths, they would share information. Sometimes there were peaceful interactions, sometimes there were wartime interactions. Doesn't matter. Regardless of the situation, they were sharing information. Even if, and I would argue mostly, they were stealing. They were stealing ideas, whether it was new footwear to wear to not hurt your feet, different things they could grow, different things they could carry. That guy had a pointed stick. Maybe I should have a pointed stick too. Understanding how to live in the world that they all lived in and shared. That's how ideas spread back then. And you fast forward a little bit of time, at least in the Earth time span, or geological time spans, and you have Sumerians who were taking mud and sticks and writing hieroglyphics, or they weren't really hieroglyphics, they were, well, maybe they were. Doesn't matter. They were creating spreadsheets. Does that mean that Microsoft stole their idea? Yes. And good. Thank God they did. Otherwise, many industries would falter completely because we didn't have that technology, or most likely, some other humans would have come up with it. Was Edison and his team the group that invented the light bulb? Nope. But they invented the one that we could actually use and make it commercially viable so that they could actually sell the damn thing. And thank God they did. Creative, unoriginal ideas are all around us. Look at today, right? Mel Robbins is selling a book, and she's a bestseller, that's all about the let them theory. Great book, you should read it. It's really repackaged Stoic philosophy, and she will admit to that freely. Because that's what it is. She stole the idea. Did she steal it? Yes, absolutely. And she's expanding on the idea, and she's repackaging it for their current day. Timeless wisdom needs to be repackaged for modern consumption. And it's a wonderful thing. Everyone wins. She did actually steal Tim Urban's life calendar, but they both seem like nice people, so I'll let them fight that out. Everything around us, like everything around us in the modern world, depends on someone being creative at some time, not necessarily original. They may not have been original in the thought that they were, building a house, and good, because a roof that doesn't leak is highly underrated. Creative minds, all the way from the invention of drywall to the installation of that drywall to the Wi-Fi you might be using to watch this video. All of those are creative thoughts built upon a foundation. Those are stolen ideas. My point? Steal ideas shamelessly. Every chance you get. Repurpose it so it makes sense in your world for your situation. Build upon the ideas, and then share the results, good or bad, especially if you failed. Spot those potholes for everyone else and let them know where they are. Take the ideas of others, combine them with the ideas you've already had yourself or gathered from other people, and then share the connection you made. And that way, other people can do the same thing. That's kind of the key to this whole thing, is other people get to interact with your ideas, capture the synopsis of it, and then move it forward. And you may be able to use the ideas that they built off of your connections. Okay, so are there original thoughts? Sure, but they're all built upon a foundation, like I said. Let's talk about this book since I happen to be in my library. I'll hold it up. Steal Like an Artist, Austin Kleon. Great book. Highly recommend it. Borrow my copy. Doesn't matter. He starts out the book early on anyway, with a statement that almost all advice is autobiographical. People, including me, are trying to give you advice based upon our life experience, using our lives as the basis. Remember that when applying or disregarding advice of any sort. And also let that justify you sharing the results, good or bad. So, all right. The takeaway is steal shamelessly. What about originality? Let's talk about originality for a second. How do you get original ideas? Probably you don't. Not very much anyway. On Earth today, 5 people probably had an original idea. You likely weren't one of them, and neither was I. Originality is not the goal. Creativity is the goal. Don't confuse originality with worth. Those two are very separate things. Said another way, you may have had a good idea today, even if it was not original. You weren't the first person to have that particular epiphany, and so what? Do you listen to the same song over again or watch the same show again like this is something out of the Truman Show, or do you crave novelty like the rest of humanity? Of course you crave novelty. We need the old ideas approached with fresh eyes. Adding a little flavor to the situation or adding a little flavor to the solution is exactly what the world needs. We need more creative execution more than we need more originality. That's my point. So cool story, John. Why should I believe you? I can't tell you how many meetings I've been in, how many, using air quotes, important people in my world, or how many international trips I've been paid to attend because I can communicate, because I learned and stole ideas from teachers, and I can make good charts, which I stole ideas from online. That's it. I have the ability to communicate. I have the ability to build decent charts, and so I get paid to go speak to those charts. I'm not sure how many other ideas you need or how many other pieces of proof you need to make that viable, but for me it works. Look, that's all it takes to stand out. Honestly. If you give a damn enough to steal good ideas and make them your own and make a better product from it and use that product to move the needle a little bit, to move the engine of humanity a little bit forward towards more understanding, we all win. Let's wrap it up though. If you want to create something of value, if you want to sell something, if you want to be better at something, if you want to be better at anything, steal good ideas. Use them, make them your own, stand on the shoulders of those who came before you. Creativity is more important than originality. All art is theft. At least that's what they say. Pablo Picasso said, and well, in the spirit of this video, I'm going to steal that. With that, love you, brother. Have a good night. Cheers. Steal shamelessly. Waiting on the plane to go by. And we have more car sounds, so here we go. I'm second guessing all of this. I keep getting car noise, Jesus Christ. I have been trying to make this video for the better part of an hour, and people keep stopping by or driving by or, you taking good pictures? That's it. We're just gonna do it live in one take, and I'm gonna use my notes. I found a less pretty area of the forest, so hopefully it's more secluded. We'll see if that works. What's going on, cuz? Had a little dental work, so forgive me if I'm talking a little bit crazy. Something that rhymes. Our own life as the basis. That's a jet. I'm going to say that again. Give me a second. Can't even escape in the woods. Can't escape. Even if you failed. God damn it, the goddamn jets. It's impossible. It's fucking impossible.
I've been trying to record this video for the better part of an hour, but I've been interrupted by cars and jets, and so now I'm in a less pretty area of the woods without people asking me if I've taken pretty pictures, and we're going to do it in one take because I got to go back to work. What's going on, cuz? The jets, man. Goddamn jets. So loud in the forest. I'm all airplaned out. Absolutely impossible. Impossible.
I shit you not. I went to a dental appointment today. My plan was to go to the nature center, hang out in the woods, take some good footage, tell you a story. I get there, I rewrite, and there's cars going by. I'm in the woods, dude. Like, I'm in the middle of the woods. Cars going by, and then this lady and her son and her two little girls stop by and they start talking, and okay, fine, I'll talk to you. But then they ask me, who is Jesus Christ to you? So, okay, I got done with that 10-minute conversation, and then cars kept going by. And finally one car stopped at the area. I was kind of at an end point where the lake was. And I watch who gets out, and it's a younger lady. I'm fine with that. And then a guy with a cane, which means you're not going very far. So I wrap up my stuff and I go further off into the woods. I'm thinking, there's nobody here. It's the middle of a work day. No, somebody was there. So then I start recording. And I couldn't get 2 or 3 minutes in without a hornet attacking me, without somebody walking by and making noise, without a car driving by making noise, without jets, aircraft, jet aircraft just cruising by making the loudest possible noises. I swear to you, I got 3 minutes in to every clip and just slowly lost my mind. So I will endeavor to find a new place to record. But that was a learning experience. I had fun, but that's why I'm in my jammies. Hopefully you enjoyed the bloopers. Hopefully this is value added to you in some way. And have a good one, sir. We'll see you next time.